Are we rolling? Thank you. LeapnLizards. I love you guys. It's good to be back. I've been slowly adding a couple of Twitch viewers, I think, as we go. So if you're watching, hello in Twitch land. And especially to my buddy Ronnie, if Ronnie is watching from Jersey. Thanks for tuning in. My name's Adam Alspall. I'm also known as Adam Contagious, or the evil genius. This is what I do. So a friend told me not to criticize until I'd walked a mile in his shoes, and so I slipped them on and I traveled the earth until my feet were blistered black and blue. And it didn't give me much insight, but I got to see the most beautiful countryside, and I'm thinking to myself, next time I take figurative speech literally, it'll be at home on a treadmill inside. So we're all stuck here with one another, and it's like, well, how do we relate? I mean, we could engage in a series of morality debates, but I can't keep my facts straight, much less remember the date, and the Almighty passed by me. He told me he promised he would remove my restraints, but he said to me, son, you're just not ready yet, and until that day, you'll have to remain in one place. And I'm like, well, goddamn, really? Meanwhile, down in the village, demons all laugh with delight as our villain runs wild, letting dogs on the leashes at night, and all the drunk kids with their toes on the highway lines are all hoping to wake up in sweet dreams from past lives. Wow, hold myself out, sit in a room with no clock, sick in a box with no locksmith's tricks can unlock it. I've cried, I've screamed with these shoes I've kicked. The folks on the outsides of the box don't exist. Well, this only strengthens and tightens its grip. And the frustrations of sorrow, madness, I slip, and I'll hold out hope for that rumored switch which you found and then flipped might yield some potential solution for this. And all these years and times passed through all these lawns, and I'm still here thinking like I just got going on. But I don't know where I am, and I don't know where I stand. But believe me, I've walked across all over this goddamn land. One thing I can say, right, is things get different with time. But how we all feeling right at the end of the night, I hope we'll find. But if it's not, it'll be whatever's supposed to be. I'm just contagious, it's just me. And standing up here, allergic to hay fever and the bullshit you people spit at me from time to time. And especially at night, well, I get right down to it and I feel like I'm just right. And just remember, no matter what's going on, I'm just a lonely little wanderer without a magic wand. Get it? Hello. Hi. How are you? I'm fine. My name is Double A, and I'll be your tour guide to the dark recesses of the mind. And if you don't mind, I'd like to take a moment to stop the course of time, because otherwise what's about to take place could wind up consuming the entire night. So finish up the drinks, finish the cigarettes, and wrap up that conversation. Then proceed to the front of the stage to witness live mental deterioration. And I know you've seen it before like 1,000 times, but come on, let's face it. It's much less interesting when it's happening in the grocery store checkout lines. So we'll take a little flight minus a pilot, not to mention a destination. And I'll hold the remote control for him, but don't expect me to choose a station. You see, I'm too insecure and decisive and currently off my medication. But feel free to address your concerns to my publicist, who's on a permanent paid vacation. And for those of you who just love those accusations, no, I'm not the cause of the unraveling of moral fabric, just a product of it all. And ever since September of 1984, I've been a helpless witness to it all. Folks, I gotta tell you, I'm a little bit shocked, disturbed, disgusted, frightened, and appalled with it all. But I didn't know the meaning of these words back when Humpty Dumpty was taking his legendary fall. We are talking years before Project Shock and all. My things have changed over the years, and I just want to say through all these drinks and these tears, well, it just started out fun, but now on the run. Well, this contagious shit gets more daunting with time, but don't mind me as I just pass by. As we're reminiscing in this shit from blank eyes. Well, I just stare when I'm there, but we're just not really scared. But we're just gonna depart without much fanfare and say goodnight to the rest of the fans who've been watching from side eyes with the stands. Well, I just say good luck, and I'm wishing you well. Contagious sounds means, but I care more than you wish tonight. An Niagara night, and I hope you're all doing well by the end of the night. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love you guys.
Hey, that's better than the last time I heard it.
That's the goal, isn't it? I hope so. Well, he says what he says. I guess my past life has been shelved. It's fine, 'cause it's always like the only thing that ever changes is the hour by hour relinquishing power once thought to be held in oh hell. And when he sees what he sees, he's still in goddamn disbelief again. The story is very familiar. The only thing different is the hour by hour relinquishing power once thought to be held in the hands of the gods of Mount Olympus for mental health. Well, they're keeping the prophets all to themselves. He walks streets, a tired, lonely clown. Well, he says what he says. It's just better off if you're well read and always taking words from the wise that are always rolling in his head. And he's not usually mean, but if he is, well, he means it, except for the times where he like to make amends, but he ain't gotten the means yet. So what's that say about where we stand today? Well, I'd probably say that something's still off. Just trying to shake off all the sultry remarks. Just trying to get by with time in the dark. And how we doing now that time has stopped, right? I mean, how we coping with life in that box? And how we doing without the tick-tocks? I take my time and it's just not feeling it. Own personal comments make flaws and repent. I'm just trying to make peace with the flawed and diseased timepiece that I helped create myself. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. It's been another great night out here. Great crowd, great fun. I love you guys. I'm going to do one more, and we'll keep it rolling. Yes? Do two? All right. I got you. I'm going to do the zombie bar one. Yeah. Let's see. All right, that may or may not have been a disguise to to relearn my own song. This is called "Tale from the Zombie Bar." Well, in case you haven't noticed, folks, we're in real bad shape. And I'm broadcasting live from a zombie bar in a Rust Belt state. Talking shit and politics as barn goes. I'm talking shit to my future self via Twitter posts, and everywhere I point my gaze, I'm spinning around. I just can't tell, is this the booze or real life? Well, all across the land, folks consumed by hate. And they're at each other's throats at the frozen food aisle. So come on down, Tales from the Zombie Bar. Probably gonna keep you up all night. Come keep a shot with a fortune teller, 'cause down here we're like at least half alive. Well, this little funhouse mirror trick has grown old. It seems a novelty, well, it's long worn off. Distortion is fun, but it has its time and place. What we're looking at these days is just fucking disgusting. One of these days, I'm a fucking come unglued, be as useless as I was back in 2005. I'm still waiting for someone to come and get my shit together as I judge myself through all of your eyes. So come on down, Tales from the Zombie Bar. Probably gonna keep you up all night. Come take a shot with a fortune teller, 'cause down here we don't bite. Well, we might. Well, I don't even know where I'm coming down on some of these issues, but I promise the landing is not gonna be soft. Distortion is fun, but it has its time and place. We're looking at these days is just fucking disgusting. And this just in, shit's about to get weird. And I do mean more strange than it has been already, but the good news is we got front row tickets, and whether you want them or not, I hope hope you're ready till then. Come on down. Tales from the zombie bar, they just might keep you up all night. But come take a shot with our fortune teller, 'cause down here we're like at least half alive. Thanks. Yeah. I appreciate that very much. Very much. So I'm going to do one more. I haven't done this one for a while here. So. Well, once upon a fucking time, I was a real nice guy. Then I learned to war, to rape and greed, and I died a little inside. Well, on this planet I was born and raised is where I shall remain. Please, oh please, don't be mad at me if I feel the need to complain. But what I call death, you call life, I guess. Something in between was fights, but it sure is painful either way. You know, I'd love to stop world hunger, and I'd like to stop mass genocide, and I also like to put an end to those voices deep inside my mind. Well, if you have this problem too, then I guess you can relate. But we're selling off our conscience, going directly to the bank. What do you call sorrow, pain, and strife? I choose to refer to as the human mind, but I guess it's all the same. Anxiety. You know, this word just makes me cringe, but the bottle helps me kill it, so we'll start another binge, and down we go into the depths of desperation land. This shit is destroying me, but I'm lending my hand, but with nothing fear except fear itself, and maybe a lack of mental health, but fear is fear just the same, isn't it? Trust. What an ugly fucking word. One of the most difficult syllables that I've ever heard. Destroyed in seconds, built up over years. Well, these 5 letters represent one of my biggest fears, and it's like fool me once, fool me twice, and then after a while they're all just lies, but this gets us through the days. My name is Adam Contagious. I love you guys. We'll see you next time. Stick around for the other acts. Thank you.